Hey guys, the Litz here, and I am in big trouble. Um, so I'm kind of scared. I'm not in a good position right now. Um, before we get started, I want to hear about your guys' days first. Like, how's your days going? Like, uh, we can't just jump right into this without checking in on you guys first. Um, why can't I move that? But I can move it here. And then oh my god, the agenda's stuck. I didn't know that could happen. Then put it here. What? There we go. Now I can move it. You've disappointed. Bad day, fam. Family shit again. We ball. I understand that. Mid. I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late. Ayo, the mid. Alright, who I gotta kill? Um. Okay, so you guys ready for this story time? Well, I'll drop the ball a little bit. You guys are getting a vlog tonight. So you could be on the lookout for that. And every Friday, no, not every Friday, every Saturday I've decided, because now I'm trying to make it so I can at least stream for an hour every single day. That's my new promise. But my second new promise now to you guys is at least we'll slowly work our way up to all the things I want to do. The second thing is that every Saturday you'll get at least one video from me. I could promise at least every Saturday you'll get at least one kind of video from me. So you have Saturdays to look forward to the Litz video. It makes sense because Fridays I get paid. I could go out, buy stuff, do things, and then throughout the day, edit it that night, and then when I'm done with work, finish it up, and then post it Saturday. So far, I kept my promise to stream every single day since the show ended. But before I continue, I didn't go to school today, technically. I woke up. I wasn't messaged about my capstone project, which is a good thing. Because I need to present my website to my teacher Friday. So I have to work super hard this week or I'm not going to make it through. No, I didn't skip school to stream. I went, found out my first class got canceled because my teacher's sick with his kids. But then I had stage combat later this afternoon. But my sister, there's no point because every time this happens, my sister doesn't have school anymore. And since we still operate on one car, I just didn't think it would be a big deal if I didn't come back down and went to stage combat class. And I think I'll be fine because the next class is just a presentation. And the only thing I need to work on really is the kicks. Like I have to do a roundhouse. There's not enough space down here. A roundhouse kick to John. And present it, but I know all my lines and everything. And I didn't go. Like today was the second showing. Well, the reason why I didn't was we spent the whole day just driving around to different stores and just hanging out as a family. And I didn't get home until 2:30ish when Seko and I agreed to talk about like the website. And then I just passed out. But apparently when I was home, Um, John, my friend Chris, my friend Ellie, and even the stage combat teacher all called me and was asking where I'm at. I didn't think it would be a big deal that I missed class. People miss class all the time. People miss that class, and I never once seen anyone make a big deal about someone missing a class. But the one day I missed class, I have 4 people calling me asking where I'm at. I didn't reply to any of them. And that's another reason why I decided to stream a little bit later. Because I didn't want them to be like, oh, the Litz is streaming and didn't come to class. But I didn't think it was like a big deal. So now I'm going to be in trouble for that. But this is the real deal right now. I don't know how to word this correctly. But this is kind of, for the old people that know, I think Seko would know the most about this. Remember the artist that made the stream overlays for me? Like, do you remember, like, he made this stuff? And I thought he scammed me because I requested it like months and I've never got it. And then people were saying, oh, no, Kieran, you definitely don't know this story. I know Seko and Megamat might be the only ones that know this. Like, this was old, like, years ago, like, when I still worked at Walmart. I thought the guy scammed me because it took it took months, like almost a half a year to get him my overlay. And I made a big deal about it online to my community, like, oh my god, it's been 6 months, why didn't he like get it to me? And then we were messaging people who he's worked with before in the past, and it found out like he had like this thing where he just like didn't do stuff and all this big things, because like we would message him and he would not just ignore the messages. Seko was, but he eventually got the work to me, and then he just disappeared off the face of the map. Yeah, yes, this was for the Litz Direct. So the person who I'm working with right now for the voice acting, I gave him about, I need to get an exact read, but I gave him close to like $1,200 for all my voice acting stuff. Like, the only thing we've worked on was the character reel. We had our get to know each other session, our practice sessions, and we recorded the whole thing. And he said I could expect it by the end of April. I know it's May 1st. I shouldn't freak out. I still have a little bit of time. But in that time, like when I came back from PAX, and especially when I came back from when I got done with my theater show, I messaged him and was like, hey, when can we meet for our remainder sessions? What times are good for you? I asked him the day before. He got back to me 26 hours later and was like, hey, glad it went well. I can meet sometime next week during the weekdays. Alright. I replied to him like the next morning. I said, perfect. Just give me the days and times that work best for you, and I'll do them. My typical school days end at 5 p.m. East. I sent this on April 26th. May 1st, this morning, I said, good morning, Jay. Just checking in on your availability this week because my senior capstone is due soon. I want to do a little research to check his Twitter activity. He is no longer helping people anymore, like, because there was a bad storm there was like a bad storm in his area. Hold on, let me. I don't want to say anything, but last night my town suffered a major storm and it had knocked out power. I'm posting this video from my car on what's happened locally. This goes without saying, but I won't be able to record or handle anything with clients for a few days. But before this happened, like the 25th and the 26th, and even like other times, he has been like working with clients and having sessions with them. So I don't know if I'm getting into my head that he's like ignoring me, but he still has like hundreds of dollars. Like, I still need to do my commercial practice session with him, my commercial demo reel, my audio engineering class where I could learn how to make my own demo reels myself, and an ADR class where you like read anime scripts and match your words with the mouth flaps, and a bunch of other stuff like for Japanese anime sessions. So I have all those paid for. I have the receipts. But what do I tell my teacher? Like, I do believe him that like he won't be able to do stuff like today. You can't help it. Nature like affected this. But fuck, I need this stuff for my capstone, or I'm gonna have like nothing to present except like my research and what I do as training in like my home studio, and I'm in like a really bad spot right now. And I can't, I'm not mad, but like this is just super unfortunate. Like I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I needed this stuff like done for the capstone, and I don't want to say like I feel scammed in a way, because like that's not the word I want to use, but that's the feeling I feel. I don't know another word to describe it. Like, this is like very unfortunate. I didn't say the guy's name. He should refund you if he isn't taking commissions at least. But I paid him such a long time ago. Like, I paid him for everything before PAX. So I doubt that he'll have, like, that large sum amount of money to pay me back if he's, like, using it. I don't know. When it comes to stuff like this for money, especially when you're already paid, you have to be more assertive. But this is really weird because you need to be open and not a dick, like, because this is someone that I want to continue to work with in the future. Obviously, he like connections, like the theater networking scene is really different than this. Like, if he isn't taking commissions and you haven't more and you're getting the finished product, then you need a refund. But I don't want to like start attacking him for the refund, because I genuinely liked working with him when I did. Like, he was a really cool guy and like understanding, and like we connected. Like, the times and the lessons we had together were great. It's just that he just like randomly disappeared off the map after we finished recording our first demo reel session. But even like people from 2 or 3 days ago are still giving him really good replies and stuff, like, and good things, like, but I don't know why he's like doing this to me specifically. Like, I don't know how to feel. When's it due again? Get your bag back, girl. Can you ask for an extension possibly? Hold on, let me write this down. I don't know when exactly. I need to check with Dave on Wednesday about that, because I'm supposed to do my capstone presentation after our history of theater presentations. Can I get an extension? Well, I know I have. No, I can't say that. But that's the thing is, I can't ask for an extension if I don't know when he's gonna be ready himself. I mean, I could ask to present on the very last day, but like, I don't know. So tonight after our Pac-Man 99 stream, we're gonna look up how to make a really scuffed demo reel ourselves and a bunch of other stuff. Because I still have the scripts he gave me and everything, but I still have scripts from other voice acting servers I was in. Maybe we can make some kind of like scuffed one to present, or we make this presentation or notes like look really good. I don't know. We're gonna be doing voice acting stuff tonight, no matter what, because I need to work on the website too. But I'm in a really bad spot. A capstone Seko is basically like a senior thesis, like your final project for your major to graduate. Like it's the final thing to you show people what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life, your 5-year plan, like your plan for the next 5 years, how you're going. It's basically like a Nintendo Direct in a way, or a date reveal, like, hey, these are the plans, these are the stepping stones to accomplish the dream and everything. But you're also supposed to show proof that you're ready to work in the field at the same time, at least for theater capstones. And oh fuck, I feel kind of sick and nervous about it. Like, it's just super unfortunate, but I'm gonna feel like really I don't know. Yeah. And that's a bit concerning that he hasn't finished pieces by now. But he's finished other people's pieces. That's the thing. I guess you gave me a substantial amount of money and received nothing more than communication. Then you have to be firm with the person. Asking a refund about unfinished work isn't being a bitch. I don't know. When's the last day of finals? May 12th? But that's a Saturday. So, May 11th, I could ask to present at the very least. Oh no, May 12th is a Friday. At the very least, May 12th, have like some kind of private showing. But like, how many days do you think it takes for a storm cleanup if it happened today? Let's give him a week. At least, if I have the one demo reel, I'll be fine. Because I don't want to stop working with him. But it also sucks because a lot of this was my own hard-earned money too. Like, these were like all those times I spent grinding away at FedEx, not streaming and everything. I was working hard for this money to pay for all these classes and to get this demo reel done and everything. And all the other theater students, it was also like part of like my research project to show that I could like balance the work and do like, hey, it's theater's not an easy business. You're also going to have to work a side hustle to accomplish what you want to, and I was able to prove that. But if I send but my acting teacher said if I send them the receipts for these classes, which I have, they'll look into seeing if I could get reimbursed for paying for all these classes since I paid for them on my own and wasn't funded by the school because the school doesn't have any voice acting programs. But it's just a lot into this because like I put a lot of my hard-earned money, time, and heart into these things, and I feel like kind of betrayed. But I also can't help it either because that storm happened yesterday. But then when I don't want I is it weird that I decided to check on his Twitter too to see like if he's been AFK or not? But no, he's worked with people and they said like, "Hey, thank you." But I don't know how long it took. We'll look at his. One thing I want to say is I don't want people messaging this person either, but I'm just a little concerned right now. Let us know when you're good and me and Deerso could come over and try to help. Thank you. Night Fury, Night Fury, it's a portfolio he bought but never received and haven't gotten much communication on since. Yeah, you're right. I think you should try and do what you can for now and get to him around Wednesday for the specifics. That way you have stuff started. Yeah, so tonight, we'll work on a little bit of the PowerPoint, try to make the website, and like you said, do what I can for my presentation and notes and stuff like that. It just sucks because this was like my time to gloat, like, and now, oh, I don't know. Anything's better than nothing. That's true. Yeah, let's him here for you too. I don't get featured in the capstone, I'm assuming. You'll get through it, man. No, I know I'll get through it. It just sucks that, like, the end of the semester's gotta go out this rough. Like, fuck, man. I swear, if people don't get their laundry out of the damn dryer, they go through rough patches, all of us. I totally get how you feel. It's like a group project where someone doesn't do their part and it gives you anxiety. And that's the perfect analogy. Yeah, that's my main concern with that, especially if they paid after you. I think that may be the best idea, but it would be a good idea to look at other options at the current moment. Well, that's the thing, is I don't have the money right now to afford another demo reel from someone else. I'm not even close. Like, I haven't been working every day. I've been only working like 1 or 2 days a week now, like giving myself time to recover and everything. If I need to pull myself out of the ground, I need to start working again every single day. But I can't even do that if I wanted to, because my mom won't let me work the night of because I don't make it back in time home because the day ends at 8:30 or 9. Our classes start at 9 or 9:30. So like on Tuesdays and Thursdays, even though we only have like a week left of classes, my classes start at 9:30. So then I'd have to go to work all sweaty at school all sweaty and sneaky or whatever. And then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I don't start till like 10:15, but my sister starts at 9, and then I can't work those days either because the car needs to get back here for her to go to work. But this was never an issue a couple months ago when we had 2 working cars. And I didn't find out until January, February, the start of March, until the end of February, start of March, that the only reason why I was able to do it in January and early February was my sister was just skipping that class, and then she got in trouble for skipping the class the whole time, and she was just saying that, and then she blamed it all on me because I was coming home too late for school and stuff like that. But if I knew she had the class, I wouldn't have been doing it. So I'm just like in an awkward spot. School should have voice acting classes. Well, this isn't like. I agree. Like make him aware of your timetable and mention that you'll be looking into. No. Oh geez, that's not right. A rock and a hard place. Bro, it's a curfew. What is a demo reel? A demo reel is basically. Well, Kieran made art for it, but it's basically a sample of a couple voices you can do and like scripted lines to just give like a voice sample to people before you go and apply for jobs for voice acting. I know, it just sucks. And it's making me anxious. Like, I thought I was in a really good space, but now it's just like, oh, fuck. You never know what's going to happen with life. Never, never get comfortable. Like, let this, for the people that are out there listening right now, don't get too comfortable with life because, like, something, like, stuff like this could just happen out of left field. And you have to be prepared for shit like this. This whole, this so far, that's all 2023 has taught me, especially with our other car breaking down, plans constantly changing and stuff like that. Like, fun fact, I wasn't going to say anything until now, but the first week and a half of July, me, Rad, and a couple of his other friends were all going to go to LA for like an anime convention and to go to Nintendo World. But Rad just called me today and said the plans are canceled because he couldn't get the time off of work anymore because this one sport team lost and he needs to cover that stuff during the week. So the plans for that just got shit out the window. And that made me upset because someone who's visiting in June was getting anxious that I wasn't able to provide them dates because I needed dates for that. It's just like a really strange time. And I need to be more better prepared for life situations like these. And I don't know how to best prepare myself. What's your guys' opinions in this, like, or just like in general, how can I better prepare myself for like life's curveballs like this, because these are like major, this is like a really major setback that I cannot like control or fix, and then I'm only gonna get yelled at tomorrow by my professors like, whoa, why didn't you come to stage combat? I was already out. My first class got canceled. Why would I stay down there for 4 hours until class? Who would have known out of both your cars, the Golden Express was the one that's still standing? Exactly. But hey, at least you possibly, and you can move on to the next chapter of your life. Let this temporary struggle make you stronger. I'm taking a picture of that to get me through the rest of my days. Crazy Bruins loss, causing the plans to take an L. Yep, that was the team. That was the team, Brad said. Because of the Bruins loss, that just destroyed the whole LA trip. Well, that was my plan, Megamat, is my mom said I could work every day once I graduate because then I wouldn't have to worry about my sister's car. And I did the math because I graduate. Last days of classes are May 12th. If I worked every single day, at least just 5 days a week for that last week of March up until July, I would have had enough money for the LA trip if I worked every single day. So I would be sacrificing my body and time and mind again for it, but I thought the sacrifices I'm making to my health would have been worth it for the trip. That's what was going to make it possible. For life, it's difficult mainly because of your living situation. You have limited control. And I hate that. That's it. Always feels like I'm chained to something, and like no one can predict problems, but you have. Also, Sicko, I can do so limited, but I can. Well, take your time, take a break, and get everything situated. Well, that was my initial plan. Was when I graduate, take it slow, stream every day, work into content creation, slowly work all this out. But I didn't think it was going to be any more stress. I thought the last of my stress was just the show, but now the stress is, am I actually going to graduate on time and have this project done? Set your expectations low so you'll never be disappointed. But nah, I go by everything will work out in the end, so keep trying. Thank you for being so positive. If anyone asks you why, say, because fuck you, that's why. Oh my god, you have no idea how bad I actually want to say that to people, though. I can take care of it only when I sleep and have dreams and deja vu, Yoseko. Yeah, I hate that. I'll never do anything important again. Well, that's not true. One time it was. Sometimes it sucks, man. Well, I only had one important one, and it was the Queen's death. It's a good one. Your health comes first. I wish I knew the Queen died, but look at it this way. Would you rather go on a trip with the N10 or the boys in Ventus? Come on. That's true. I'm still having the boys trip with you guys. And then the major N10 trip is until August. But I do want to go to more Nintendo events. Long live the Queen. Let's homework stream. No, I just ranted about a huge issue that's going on. I get that though. I think the best thing you can do is have a plan with this. It's graduating and focus on that. Then you can focus on the next thing, say getting your own apartment, and continue. I heard part of it. Yeah. My voice acting stuff, something happened with my voice acting teacher, and I'm in a scary position. So right now, not talking about what just happened or thinking about school, the only two promises that I'm keeping is streaming at least once every day, and then getting you guys at least one video every day, every Saturday. You'll get a video tonight because I recorded a lot of stuff for today, but the next video won't be till Saturday. And then after this live stream for a little bit, after we play Pac-Man for a little bit, I'll do a voice acting live stream, and then you'll guys see like a different side. Because I also put a casting call out for myself on Facebook that, hey, I'm looking for new acting teachers. No, we'll talk about that in the next stream. Anyways, let's get into Pac-Man. Let's try to get my mind off of this. But if you guys have like any suggestions, let me know, because like Bubble Alley said, home dog struggling. So, rant session over. Oh, I know Steve Bloom has voice acting classes, but I think it's like $100 a month. I think it's if I remember correctly, to get access to his voice acting content, it's $100 a month. I can't afford that until I know for sure I'm making more than $100 a week consistently. And because I was in college, there's some days where I didn't get, like some weeks where I didn't get paid at all. So I can't make an investment into Steve Bloom's classes until I can consistently make $100 a week and then set it aside to pay for the monthly subscription. But none of it's like live classes. It's just like his archive of stuff he's done before. And since I've taken so many voice acting classes, a lot of voice acting classes information could be redundant. And then sometimes you end up just paying a lot for stuff you already knew. But I have looked at his classes before in the past. Oh shit. Can you not? Can you not? Can you not? Fuck the jammers. I don't know. That could have went differently. Yeah, let's get a W at least. Let me start a timer. We'll start it for 50 minutes since we 10, and then we'll get started on the actual stuff. Alright. Trying to be a VA seems pricey to learn. Oh yeah, no, I spent... That's where I spent a lot of money on voice acting classes. Voice acting classes range from at least $150 to $800 a lesson. And then there were like companies that I've worked with, like closing credits and stuff like that, where I worked with voice actors such as John Wang and Brendan Hunter. At 6-week voice acting classes for $350 and stuff. Please, here. Let me see if I could send you... Here, take this stick. It's 2-in-1. We'll get a W. Oh yeah, no, we'll stop the chill music. PAC-MAN! How do you manage times so be able to do a lot of things? I don't sleep. I don't... Why do you think I go long periods of time without streaming? Because I'm so busy working on other things that I don't have time to do YouTube. I don't sleep. This is what my typical days used to look like. Work at so Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, my regular classes start from 9:30, and my days don't end till 5 o'clock because of theater work study. Then rehearsals from 6 to 10 or 11 at night, and then potential work from 3:30 or 4 in the morning till 8:30 or 9 in the morning. Not every day, like on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And then I wouldn't work the weekdays that I have rehearsals. And then I would still have to work the days I have shows, because I've learned, last time I took off time for a show, I got fired. Like, that was the first time I got fired at FedEx. That was a whole story. But I obviously am back in FedEx, and that got all sorted out, so I just decided to work on performance days anyway, so I wouldn't have to worry about it, and just sleep a little bit before the performance. But a lot of this stuff that I'm able to do, I just lost sleep. That's why, once this show finally ended, all I've been doing is sleeping, because my body needs it. Like, I'm still tired. Like, when I came back at home from like 2:40, I slept until like 6:40. Like, my body's just been sleeping like anywhere it can. Like, my body needs to recharge, because I've been pushing myself like this for so long, and I just couldn't find the time or energy to stream. And then on top of that, you have to, like, there's the occasional hangouts with friends, then making time for my partner, and then other stuff like that. Like I said, I didn't just recently find time for streaming until just recently. And now that I'm finally graduate, I'll finally be able to try to craft the life I've always wanted. Industry baby X idol goes hard. The Lit's ranting and packing. 100%. Hey PAC-MAN, how are you? Hello. My god, how do you even function, dude? Naps and lots of energy drinks. I go like I can't live. I'm trying to get myself off of them, but some days like I don't drink coffee, but some days I can't go without caffeine. But it's a double-edged sword because caffeine makes me super anxious and stuff like that. Like so it's like if I drink too much, I get like paranoid and anxious and stuff like that. But then I also need to drink it to stay awake and function and get things done. But I don't want to drink energy drinks anymore because I know it's gonna cause some kind of like heart problem in the future. But I also need to find ways to stay awake, like healthy ways. I'm exploring options. Like I have waters downstairs with me now, but normally I'd probably drink an energy drink or something. But going sleepless nights too isn't out of the ordinary either because it's also the nature of the theater business too. So in a way, I've been conditioning myself because it's gonna be a part of my life, but not as bad as I was making it before. Because then I'll have complete control and not have to go to pointless, stupid theology classes and science classes that don't mean anything to me. Fuck. I kind of wish I went to a school where I just focused on one thing, but that's just the way of liberal arts colleges. You have to learn a little bit of everything to become a highly functioning member of society. That's just the philosophy of it. A lot of time was wasted in doing things I didn't like doing, but that's just life, you know? And then every time I take these large breaks from live streamings, there's so many, like, I'm grateful that you guys come back every time I do live stream because every time there's a lot of periods of time when I don't stream, I lose so many of my subscribers, I lose my viewers. They're not patient with, some people don't understand that I have like this busy life and like can't do it. Then people leave and join other communities, and then it's just like, it's sad. But I can't control it because in the end of the day, I'm doing stuff that matters in my own life, but it's hard to keep everyone happy in situations like these. Like, that's one of the other reasons why I wasn't able to do really oh, fuck. That was one of the reasons. Oh, fuck. I could win. I feel a win coming. This is a workaholic. See, this is why I don't drink coffee. He sure is. I find morning exercise helps me stay awake. Well, when do I have time to do morning exercise, Kieran? So let's see. My class starts tomorrow at 9:30 for a bullshit philosophy class. So it takes 30 minutes from my house to drive down, so I have to leave at like 8:50, 9 o'clock to just make it on time. So I guess I'll have to set my alarm at like 7:30 because then I take like a 30-minute shit every morning. I also have to account for that because I try not to use the restroom at school. So what time would I have to wake up to get all the morning stretches in? And I'm gonna be up late tonight anyway because we got actual homework, voice acting homework to do. Oh. I can't even tell you how many friends I've lost too because of doing theater. I used to have so many other different friend groups, and I mean it's kind of also for the best that I've had to cut some of these people out of my life. But like I barely see my main friend group, which is Ryan, William, and Amelia because of how busy I get with theater. And then I rarely see Megamat and Deerso, who I like, and I'm supposed to hang out with them a lot, but I get super busy with shows and school. I can't see them, but they've stuck around. They've understood my work schedule and understand it. But I've lost a lot of other friends who I've used to hang out with and couldn't have time to hang out with them because of theater and stuff like that. Or I had to give up going to like a lot of events or like sacrificing like gaming stuff because of like this stuff. And it's not a big issue to me anymore, but my first 2 years of college, that was like a rough transition for me. But now I understand that's just the nature of the beast. But like it always seems I still have to always keep sacrificing something in order to do something. So that's why I want to try to take things slowly once I graduate and just reinvent my life, because I was always at a position where I just had to keep going nonstop. There was no time to breathe. Like there was no time to actually like get things properly done. It's just always go go go, keep going. And I guess like I'm almost addicted to that life because I was just about to audition for a couple of shows that are in the area, and I'm like, no, I can't, because then I'm going to fall back into the same pattern and not grow and change at all. So I really need to take the time to fix myself too, because it's been getting so bad that I've been giving myself panic attacks about the future of my life. Like I'm on panic attack medication. I'm on so much medication about stress and anxiety for like things like this, just about the future and just like working so hard. My body's literally been falling apart because of FedEx. For those who don't know, I have like a lot of like hand injuries now from like working there. Body, and then like I don't have time to actually like sleep and work on my own physical body. Like I wouldn't say like I'm not a good looking person, but like I'm still like super self-conscious about my body, and I don't have time to go to the gym with Megamat or go to the gym on my own. Or and something I've always wanted to do was take boxing and martial arts classes, which I have on and off, but I just never had time with my school schedule. But or there's a lot of times where I had to miss my therapy appointments because of how busy school can get, and I'm making myself sad thinking about this. But I finally graduate. I kind of just want to restart my life and build it from scratch. And right now the two first baby steps I'm taking is 1 stream a day, 1 video a week. See myself doing that consistently, and then add in a little bit more until I could rebuild myself into doing the extreme things I was capable of doing it, but doing it in a healthy manner where everything just doesn't fall apart if something goes wrong. And like have more backup plans, because I'm capable of living the extremely busy life, but since I've already had like so many like mental confidence issues and everything, like it's just hard to maintain it, and I want to rebuild my foundation from scratch so I can continue to live a life like that. Like one of my major goals for when I graduate is to just sit down with all my theater notes, read all my theater books, and just make a giant Google Drive of like all this information, like organize all my notes, that if I'm ready to go to an audition, just open up the Google Drive file, print out a few sheets, and like work on character or work on this and stuff like that, instead of like trying to recall everything from memory and then practice acting every single day. Like I just want to organize all my notes in files so I could read my notes every single day, practice something in theater every single day in the morning and singing and work on that and just work on my audition. Like that's one of the my big goals is to just organize everything digitally, because I have everything physically. I have every notebook saved, every printout, every piece of paper, every email. But my paranoid ass is like, well, what happens if the house burns down? What happens if the house floods? What happens if we get robbed? Then all my years of information and work has gone down the drain because my brain can't remember shit. So at least if I could save it somewhere digitally, I have the both physical copy and digital copy all cleaned up and stuff like that. See, I think of like stressful things like that, and that shit gives me anxiety too. But if I lost everything, I wouldn't know how to begin with. Like, I need to be able to make contingency plans for myself, and I'll finally have like time, fucking bitch, to do that. And then I'm not even going to apply for voice acting jobs right away. Once I get my demo reel made, I want to clean up my website first, prepare myself a little bit more, fix myself mentally before I commit myself to voice acting jobs, because there's just like a lot I want to do. I need to reevaluate my life, what I want out of my life, and what my goals are. But I feel like it's always just go, 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 non-stop. Like right after this, my parents wanted me to go to grad school instantly. But my mom's doesn't understand how grad school works at all, and it's been difficult having these conversations with her because she wants us to move to Florida. So she's trying to force me to go to a grad school in Florida for 2 years, and then she said that I'll have my freedom once I graduate from grad school to move and do whatever I want. But she wants to move to Florida. I don't want to leave this area. I'm comfortable here and like have a plan, and I want to go to Temple because like a lot of the people that I know that do acting around here went to Temple for grad school. I could get like the connections because like my theater director went there, and they have like a voice acting certificate, and like a lot of people ended up successfully getting their masters in acting and theater there. So like there's potential, or just go to one in the area. But my parents, like, then there's that whole argument every time, like, no, go to Florida. And then they're like, well, let's find you a grad school that just focuses on voice acting. Mom, that stuff like that doesn't exist. You need to get your master's in like in acting and find voice acting classes around that. But my mom doesn't know how like this school stuff works. And then you're not even supposed to go to grad school right away when you're a theater major. They recommend that you work in the field for 2 or 3 years first before going back to grad school, getting like that special experience, because once you go to grad school, all you do is live and breathe theater then. And you can't just go to grad school either. If you're going for your master's in acting degree, you need to audition. And I need to prepare my audition pieces for that too, so I couldn't just go if I wanted to, and she doesn't understand that as well. And that's another thing I have to work on and get to in the summer, is work on my grad school auditions. But grad school isn't even like really, but then when I think about it, I want to go to grad school and do it so I could have good job opportunities. But then at the end of the day, I realize my big dream in life too is to just be a content creator like this, and like go to Nintendo conventions and just be a voice actor on top of that. Theater in the beginning was just a means to an end, so I could have an upper hand on all the other people that are auditioning, proof that my theater degree and background experience. But then the more I did theater, the more I fell in love with everything about theater and wanted to do more of it. And then I have to remember what my original goals and dreams were in the first place. And that was content creation. And I need to find a way to fit all of that into my life at one point. But I also need to figure out how to do it soon, because time's limited. I don't know how so many people are way more successful than me and younger than me at my age, and I always feel like it's a race against the clock. Because look at Nintendo Cisco right now. I don't know how he's managing YouTube and making very successful videos and going to college right now, or if you look at other YouTubers that aren't in the N10, like Botox Media, how is he running his channel, or like Monado Max, and like having all this time to do that stuff, or like actual successful YouTubers that have made it, like the original 151 or Rogers Base. Like, how the fuck did they do it? I need to restart somewhere. Like, at least I have background and training, but I need to explore how to manage it all together without burning myself out and not giving myself time to do anything. So that's why I really want this summer too to be a big focus on YouTube, because I want to give YouTube everything I got to see if it's really going to be a mainstay in my life. Hey, I won! I really want... Holy shit, all that ranting led to a win. But I need to make sure I've done all that I possibly can with YouTube before I give it up to focus on theater, because that's the real life. YouTube is super important to me. I want to be a famous Nintendo YouTuber. At least, not even Nintendo, at least a streaming personality. That's my #1 dream on top of voice acting. Man, I ranted for... I could get going. I am a talker. Shit. Alright, let's see what all you guys say. I find morning exercises that help me stay awake. Honestly, Kieran, that's a good one. Exercises does help a lot. That's the only reason I get through my own classes. Only the true ones say. YouTube expects people to make content daily. It's super predatory for creators. Oh yeah, no. When I was explaining that to Dave, he said, like, the other day, because he said, how are you going to mix YouTube and your career together? And I have a plan. We will talk about this. But he was like, YouTube sounds like an addiction. It sounds toxic. Like, it sounds like if you don't do everything a certain day, or if you don't upload a certain video on a certain time, then you miss the bus train, and then you're fucked. But look at how many bus trains I've missed already. Like, I wasn't able to cover any Breath of the Wild news because of school. Missed all the potential views on that. And all the Nintendo Directs I missed, day one, getting reactions out and having them blow up, missed. Like, that's like the toxic part. If you don't record stuff right away and get it out right away, you're fucked. Or you need to put lots of time into a video and pray that it blows up. Like, mainly like walking around in the morning is usually mine. I parkour on the way to class. What? I mean, I have a treadmill back there that I use, and you clearly see the punching bag. I have 2 30-pound weights in my room and everything. Like, I have the Ring Fit Adventure, the jump rope game. Like, I just need... Or I have the yoga games on my Switch. I just need to find... level up to 64. I just need to find time to exercise. See, look at... We have the jump rope game. We have Switch Sports. Where are they? We have Fitness Boxing 2. We have Yoga. We have Ring Fit Adventure, because I've tried to do Ring Fit Adventure streams before. But those are just embarrassing. Ring Fit Adventure is genuinely hard. But then there's times where I have successful trips to the gym with Megamat. And those always made me feel good. That's nice. I mean, even a 15 to 20 minute exercise goes a long way. So 7:30 to 45. Let's set an alarm for 7. We'll try to make that my new daily alarm. Alright. But then that will have to change. So far, this 7 a.m. wake up time is only going to be viable for 2 weeks. So, wait, we could just think of it as a 2-week trial period. Because if I work every day once school ends, I'm going to be working from 4:30, from like 3, in the time range of 3:30 to 4:30 in the morning till 8:30 or 9 in the morning. And then I go home and sleep, which means I would wake up at 12:30 or 1 in the afternoon, or just stay up, depending on how that goes. So that my days are definitely going to change later, but we'll have this as like a 2-week trial period then. See if I could do it. All right, now alarm's set. I'll join. Hope you feel better. Thanks, Snuggy. I'm sorry that we don't talk much anymore outside of our streams. Neither of us have much time, unfortunately. Don't apologize, but that's like one of the main reasons like I never do, is because a lot of the time I just genuinely get busy. I've lost a lot of friends because of that. What are you gonna say about the countdown? I'm in now. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Alright. Hey Daryl, welcome to the stream. What happens if I were to commit arson? Why would you commit arson? Don't do that. No. No. Bad. It always makes me sad to see people with body issues. Everyone's great how they are. I know. I have really bad body dysmorphia. It's bad. Join me at Temple. I want to more than anything. I'm ready for the next one. Alright, but GG. 3, if you guys are watching then, 3, 2, 1, 0. Alright, it is though. Those trains die off. GG. I parkour on the way to class. How do you yeet your 100-pound body? Jesus Christ. Bounce off the walls like Mario. What's up? What's that, dear so? I think I have an idea what you're thinking. I need to start going to the gym next semester and take cold showers more. Cold shower. I do take cold. Cold showers take a lot of mental. What am I saying? I mean, listen, it happens. I try to stop by the streams, and I appreciate them. Yeah, no, I appreciate when you guys stop by. I think I'm like one of the most like understanding people when it comes to people being busy, because life's hard. You like warm things, man. Olaf, I like warm hugs. I just hope for a lot of positive changes. Like, I'm nervous because I really gotta like I said, like, now's the time to really, like, how I've always talked about wanting to do YouTube and, like, live the dream. I've talked about this for years. I even have, like, videos talking about this stuff, and I've lived it. I've done parts of the dream. Now it's time to actually, like, put it into action, and it's scary. It's just scary to think about. I just gotta take it all one step at a time right now. That's why I always ask, what kind of videos do you guys want to see and stuff? And then I try my best to do them. But then like a lot of, but what I want to do is like cover major Nintendo news topics I see other channels doing and add my own spin to them. And then play Nintendo games, stream them, like have streams like this, and then eventually create a team that like turns them into highlight videos. So for the people that miss the streams, they could watch the highlights, and then the people that make it to the actual streams themselves could be a part of the conversation. And I've tried to do that. There were many times that I've tried to do that, but the people that I used to hire off of Fiverr don't understand my humor, and like that Kirby Dream Buffet video is a perfect example. Oh my god, why did I kill myself like that? Is a perfect example of like what I want to do, or like a Splatoon video. And then I have Secco sometimes edits my live streams and everything. But anyone else who I ask to edit my live streams, like even Secco, like people who have to edit live streams, they get bored and sick of it. Like that's one of the main reasons why I can't do it. Was before not having the time to, but then I have to sit down and waste and like save the stream is 2.5 hours. I just lived through 2.5 hours of it. Then I have to waste, the way I think of it, then I have to waste in another 2.5 plus additional hours reliving that time of life I just lived to pinpoint all the funny stuff to make a video that's probably going to only be appreciated by 5 people. I could just be living more life and getting more things done instead of like editing, and then that's why I don't edit. That's my genuine stance on editing. But then everyone's like, well, you just gotta do it, man. You just gotta... I'm not an editor. I tried. There's definite time, like, I can put in the time and try, but editing is not for me. It's not. I'm a worker. Let me find a way to physically exert my body or do something for someone and make the money for it. But I can't sit down and edit it myself. But Secco and other people are like the only ones that like understand my humor too. Because there were times where I've given like videos to like other people to edit. And yeah, they were good videos, but I just have like this weird humor. Like any video that I've edited or made myself or other ones, like I could go back and like rewatch myself or just live streams in general, and I laugh. Like I laugh at my own jokes or myself for doing like cringy things because I think it's like entertaining, but I don't know it's like entertaining to everyone else. And there's no one else that better knows it but you. So, but I don't know how to get to the point where I could hire editors to watch my streams and make sure that the streams are like well edited, funny, and like streamlined, when I can't even like afford to live sometimes or like live on my own. But I want to get to that self-sustaining point in YouTube, like the big creators like the original 151 and stuff, or like, because let's be real, oh my god, I died again. Those people don't like, anything's just a weird beast for me. Like it gives me anxiety to think about. Alright, see you, Kieran. Same. If I don't do something for a while too, I'm gonna forget how to do it, and that's one of the main reasons too I need to stay on top of like my acting. Like stuff that I used to do for years before in the past and forgot how to do was play piano. I forgot how to play piano because I stopped doing it for a while, and that's something I want to relearn. Like I'm sure once I learn how to do it again, those path things in my brain will come back and reconnect, and I'll be able to play. And I used to play basketball for 5 years. That's another thing. And bowl for like 8. One day, one day, you'll get piano stream. Like I said, I need to reinvent my life in the wheel, one baby step at a time. Oh, shit. What happened to the painted Pokemon you were doing a while back? Oh no, I still have them. Um, that's a little hobby that I put on pause for now. Um, because of my time constraints. But that's another thing I want to get back into. Like, I actually went to Michael's today and thought about it. I'm glad you brought that up. Because um I I haven't been to the flea market recently to get new figures to toy around with, but I have gotten some new figures recently. Like I found this Jet the Hawk today in Target for $10. Of course I picked him up. Like Jet the Hawk's fucking awesome. Found this Omega in and silver at Walmart, and I thought these were like out of print, so I picked them up. And a cat peach for $5 I found. But I'm still collecting figures and other stuff to do customs with and everything. But that hobby's just on hold for a little bit because like I said, I need to slowly incorporate all these things back into my life and manage it in a way that I could do a little bit at a time. and not like get overwhelmed by trying to do everything at the same time and not having a good enough schedule for it. But I haven't given up on that. Because there were times where I used to tell Brendan a lot, like, oh, I want to do this, this, and this, and this, and this. And I would be like over ambitious. But recently, I heard my teacher say something, because my science teacher that I have this semester is the same way I am. They want to do as much as they can to a day, and she used the term that we over plan but under deliver. But the best way to make sure your plan succeeds is, one, obviously, like, proper planning and making sure you could fit everything in realistically in that time frame. But if I think of my day in a 24-hour time frame, and I start off with a fresh slate, then all I really have to do right now, until I like work my way up, is at least stream once a day and one video a week, and then eventually keep adding more and more and more to it. Like how before I just kept doing everything that I possibly can at once, and what sticked and what didn't. But yeah, another thing that I'm upset about is I hope that the comic book store guy is still holding my Sonic comics for me, because I haven't been there in months, and then the last time I went, he was like kind of like bitchy with me. He was like, yeah, do you even still want them? I'm like, yes I do, I just didn't have the money or time to afford them, but now I do, and I'm nervous about that. But there's like a lot of hobbies too I had to give up that I need to slowly get back into. It's a lot. Like another thing I want to learn is art, like we tried to do before in the past, like drawing, because you know how good everyone is at drawing in my server and stuff, and then if I feel like I can't draw, then I can't be a part of that like conversation, and it's a lot of stuff goes through my head. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. And then when I sit down and think about it, once I like graduate with my theater degree, what if I don't even like stick with it? What if I like learn a bunch of different new skills and like stuff like that? And then I don't know, it's hard to tell. I'm overthinking it. Like I said, one step at a time. Let's get this plan working so we could fit more into our lives. And oh my god, why'd I do that? You're very charismatic, but it's a good thing to have these plans and ideas, even if you don't have time, because it keeps the creative flow. That's the one thing. It keeps me motivated. That's for sure. Alright. I'll do 2 more matches of Pac-Man, take a break, and then come back for the theater stuff. Need me just work on it off. Oh, thank you, Bubble Alley. Man. Alright, one more. One more match. Let's get one more win. I keep making like dumb mistakes ever since like the same beer, so same. I keep making like really stupid mistakes in Pac-Man 99. I feel like in the beginning I used to get more wins. But then when I started entering the tournaments and versing Snuggie, and then I saw how good people actually are, I think I lost my edge and psyched myself out. Yeah, because I used to get more, I used to do better than how I'm doing. God damn it. True. That is off the agenda. Next Pac-Man stream. Hold on. Let's just get it done now. We need to get the score sheet. That was a good run. How do I take a screenshot on compute PC again? Oh my god. I kept the shortcut. Oh yeah. Alright. And then alright. Now, how do I check that image I just cut? Save, wait, let's save to desktop. Let's video stuff. No, that's an old let's video stuff. Let's media, thumbnails. We'll put it in here. We'll call it Pac-Man 99 challenge score sheet. Wait. Here we go. This should make it. This is the goal. How could I, where could I put this though? Maybe I'll do one more match to see, how do I put this? Well, I need a spot for my agenda too. There's gotta be a spot to put that. I mean, the top or the agenda. I don't know how to organize everything on the layout. But that's the points. So being in the top 10 is always good. Hold on, let me take a sacrifice. Oh, never mind. I need a new layout. I think it's time for new layout stuff. And then figure out how to reorganize. I don't know how to organize stuff. Dead. Alright, so where could this go? I mean, it kind of looks fine there. Try to put it next to my face cam. Like there. And no shift ass. Covers up that rail. Yeah, but it covers up part of the board. Or there. This is fine. It's just that the new comments will be cut off. Middle bottom? Yeah. Hey CGS, how you doing? There we go. It's probably hard for people to see, but it's there. I guess I'm gonna have to. I should have a... RIP. Oh, but then that's in the way of all that. Oh shit. How's your day going, CGS? Okay, so this is the last match, and then I'll take a break. Then the rest is just gonna be a chill stream, trying to get work done. I might be gone for like an hour or two before I actually start that stream, just in case. I don't know. We'll get to it. The other stream is happening. I just don't know when. Oh shit, Jammer Central. Oh, I'm fucked. Okay. My stomach is doing better. How about you? Suffering. Suffering. Okay. I actually gotta go now. But if you want to know what we talked about, definitely rewatch the stream if you have a chance. We talked about some serious stuff. But anyways, also you're back on Discord. Yay! Alright. Definitely let's stay in touch then. But anyways, gotta end the stream now. Thank you guys for watching and stay bright. Let's fam.